Okay, Robin and I are home, and we're going to be here for a few months. I think we got another 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks to go before we leave again. I'll go out west. The bus just needed a few repairs, needs some maintenance, and one big upgrade. The upgrade that we're going to do on it is the cooking area, and I'll show you what we got here. When we bought the bus to build it, we acquired a lot of parts and a lot of things from one particular place, and one of them was this countertop, which was pre-made and pre-formed. It was for an RV conversion. I think they were building Freightliner campers with it. Anyway, the countertop came including the sink, including the faucet, including this 2-burner Dometic cooktop. But we have no oven. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put a oven from another RV that I salvaged. I'm going to get it cleaned up, and I'm going to cut this countertop out here. I'm going to remodel underneath here. There's going to be a shelf at the bottom that the stove sits on top of and rests on. I have to find another place for my LP, and that's going to change. There's going to be a wall here separating this slide out garbage, and that's my project. Like I said, I do have to remodel, or whatever you want to call it. I do have to clean up the oven that I'm putting in here, and this is my project over here. It came out of a older fifth wheel. I do have the cooktop and the burners and everything. I took it off. It's in the kitchen now, and I'm going to clean that up. This all has to get cleaned up here. There's a lot of surface rust along here. This panel is going to have to get replaced. Some of the metal trim has the same issue. Excuse my mess in my garage here. And then I have the front panel trim. There's a lot of paint peeling and surface rust peeling up the paint. And I'm going to clean this all down, and I am going to repaint it. And the same goes for the trim on the top of the stove here. You can see where that's rusty here. And then we'll repaint it with some appliance paint, black. Same thing on this. The nice thing about this is replaceable, this white panel. I'll just stick another piece of white something in there. The nice thing about this is the oven was never used. So it's clean as a baby's behind out of the bathtub. I believe it really, if it was used at all, even if the stove was used very lightly. I mean, this came out of like a mid-90s camper. So that's my project. I'll get all this cleaned up and looking like new. So I'll check in back to you along the way and show you the process and what we're doing to it. Okay, it's the next day, and I have cleaned up the rust from a lot of these components. This is the front panel of the oven door. A lot of pitting, a lot of rusting at the bottom, paint peeling. The stovetop was white along with the door. I think I'm going to paint both of them black. I didn't want to buy two cans of paint. The paint that I'm using, Rust-Oleum epoxy appliance paint. It covers really well. So we'll move on to that stage of the operation. Again, I took the front panel of that door off, and we'll keep going here.
Alright. There's a reason why Scott spray paints and I do not. It's because he's way better at it. There is anytime I do it, I get runs. I guess you have to be the right distance away, the right patience, go over it more than once. But anyways, painting this black, got the other pieces I think he's already filmed for you that are redone. So excited I'm getting this oven in. Hopefully it happens in the next week or so. We got a lot going on this week, but let's keep working away at things. Always takes a little bit of time for stuff to dry nicely too, so it's a good day out. And keep working on stuff. Looks gorgeous. All kinds of things going on at once. Scott's taking out the stove, or I mean the cooktop, thank you. And it had this, this was like a seal underneath here?
Yeah.
Oh, that went around the top. This was all pre-cut when we got this countertop. So this is what we're going to try and slide the, figure out how to cut this.
I'm going to slide the oven right in here.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It'll be perfect.
And hopefully this cuts like, and I'm sure it will, because I could drill through it.
Oh.
So,
check that out already? That's good.
I don't know that it's a plastic or...
Yeah.
The only thing I don't know is the depth from here to here. I should have checked that. Find me a tape measure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done with my painting, as good as it is, or as bad as it is. Just meant to make it a little different, clean it up a little bit, which it worked. Got a little bit of rust underneath this cover, and I can't get it because I'd have to take cover off and I don't have a new one to put on. So other than that, I think it turned out pretty well. I do have a lot of grinding marks and things in the face of it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I will get something new in there when I get a chance. And that's it.
Measuring out the countertop where it's got to get cut, and the stove's gonna fit in there. Just using speed square so you can make it as level straight. Yay! Straight. So that is gonna.
That's where the stove fits.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly as wide as this cooktop was in there. Thank you. Okay, so
Okay, this morning, get to the next step of this procedure. I'll be cutting out this countertop, and I put the blue tape down because my jigsaw might scratch the counter as I'm running it along. So that's just there to protect the counter. So we'll see how this goes. Should be pretty easy. Okay, we got that cut out, and everything in the front here. Need to make a shelf down there for the oven to sit on, and that should be about it. Well, I keep saying that, but we're getting closer to it. We're getting closer to it, so probably paint the inside of that again. It looks pretty rough. But if we get a little closer, I'll check in again. Okay, I got the initial fit in. So that's where it's going to sit. Tripping over my saws. And then again, I got to build a little shelf underneath it for support. Keep it from rattling too much. But that's what it's going to look like. Okay, it's been a little while. I finished this, I don't know, a week or two ago. Haven't had time to get back to it to finish the video. I think where I was I was cutting out the countertop, and I thought I was going to use a jigsaw, and the jigsaw was just not going to work. So I ended up using a circular saw and then just finishing the corners. That made a heck of a mess. This countertop material just turns into powder, and it just floats everywhere. So I wish I would have had a vacuum when I did that. But I have it fitted. I have it sitting on a shelf. I know it's not the prettiest shelf. It's made out of 2x2s. But it does what it's supposed to do. Hold up the microwave. And I do have the microwave secured now. And everything is operational. I did put my little 5-pound tank in there. I got rid of the 20-pound that I had in there. We really don't go through that much gas. But everything on the oven works just fine. And I do have a little bit of tall skinny storage right there. And I do have some storage underneath that I can make do. But other than that, it's all done. It's all fitted in. Robin's going to do another video on the other updates we've done in the bus and in the kitchen here. I did have to cut the doors around the oven for my cupboard doors to shut, but we'll show you that in the next video.